Eastern Illinois basketball standout Sabina Orisova had a great season for the Panthers, and now she's got her eyes set on an even bigger stage. The junior forward plans on trying out for the Slovakian national team this summer when she returns home to Europe. She would be looking to make the roster for the competition in the 2015 Euro Basketball Championships in Hungary and Romania. Orisova was the Panthers' leading scorer and rebounder last season. She has had previous international experience before, playing for the Slovakian team at the U18 and U20 Euro Championships in 2011. And the Mattoon baseball team is on a tear lately, undefeated since last weekend when they took down rival Charleston Trojans, and it keeps going. The Green Wave played host to Danville High School yesterday for a non-conference matchup. Mattoon scored early and often on the Vikings on their way to another victory. 11-2 was the final as Danville was able to tack on a few runs late. With the win, Mattoon improves to 16-7 on the season. They look to keep the wins coming tomorrow as they travel to Danville for a 4:30 start. The Chicago White Sox took the first two games from the Cubs at Wrigley, and now the Northsiders look to fire back on American League soil. The Sox took last night's game 5-1, holding the Cubs to just 2 runs in 2 games at Wrigley Field. Tonight, the Cubs will send lefty Travis Wood to the mound to try to stop the bleeding, as the Sox will counter with a southpaw of their own as John Danks gets the rock. First pitch from U.S. Cellular Field is at 7:10 as both teams try to make up some ground in each respective Central Division standings. The Chicago Blackhawks were looking to take a commanding 3-0 lead in the Western Conference second round finals, but the home team had other plans. The Minnesota Wild welcomed the Hawks last night. This one was scoreless up until the third period when the Wild caught fire. Eric Haula receives a gift from Justin Fontaine, and he flips it over Corey Crawford, 1-0 Wild. Only 3 minutes later, Michael Gramlin scores the goal of the night, completely fooling Crawford on the backhander. Wild up 2. Let's take another quick look. Look at this nice move, the soft hands and right over the glove side. Minnesota would add 2 more on its way to its 4-0 shutout win. The series starts back up Friday as Game 4 in Minnesota starts at 8:30. The bright lights of Radio City Music Hall will flash tomorrow as the anticipation will finally be over with the start of the NFL Draft. Johnny Football has received all the hype as potentially the first quarterback to be taken, but don't look past Eastern Illinois product Jimmy Garoppolo, though, as the All-American looks to be the first FCS player off the board. Garoppolo absolutely shattered previous records held by current NFLers Tony Romo and Sean Payton, who we'll see who goes number 1 tomorrow at 7. It's going to take more than a few mishaps to keep this local tennis team down. Charleston High School boys tennis team left home yesterday matching up against Robinson High School. Although their efforts fell short, their determination remains unfazed and intact as the season is coming close to an end with conference less than a week away. Head coach Aaron Black reflects back on what this season has taught him.
You can see that they want to do good. They want to win. They want to try. They want to learn. So from this season, as my first year coaching, I've learned a lot about tennis and a lot what I need to do to help those kids. And it's good they're eager to learn and wanting to do well.
The Trojans play Paris High School tomorrow at home. This is their last game before senior night. Right after that, conference gets underway. Tomorrow's game is set to start at 4:30. And finally tonight, Colts owner Jim Irsay is expected to make the final pitch for Indianapolis' Super Bowl bid May 19th in Atlanta. Irsay has been undergoing treatment since March when he was arrested for a DUI near his home in an Indianapolis suburb. The owners' meetings would be Irsay's first public appearance since the arrest. That's all for sports. Savannah, Maggie, back over to you.
Thanks, Jack. And coming up,
I happened to work that out.
Thanks, Cameron.
Well, thank you, Cameron. We appreciate it. For more news and weather 24/7, you can log on to our website at WEIU.net.
If there's news you think we should know about, send us a tweet at WEIU Newswatch or find us on Facebook.
And you can always send us an email at news@WEIU.net.
Have a good night and join us again tomorrow here on the area's only local newscast on PBS.